Welcome to Toy Pizza. I have my good friend here, Cade.
Hello.
And we're talking about Tamashii Nations and Dragon Ball Z.
No, actually, I am rewatching. I'm rewatching.
Kai.
I'm watching. Yeah, I'm watching Dragon Ball Z Kai, which is
Significantly faster.
It's so much faster. They're on Namek in like 20 episodes. Yeah. It's crazy. Wait, so what are we talking about first? We've got a bunch of really cool toys here. Can't wait to get started.
We're talking about the latest offerings from Fwends and which Dragon Ball Z characters they have recently put out. But first, I wanted to mention that Tamashii Nations is making a new wave of Tamashii buddies with Frieza and Broly. And Fwends is also doing some more figures for the movies. You know, we got Barris.
Yeah, I saw that. And then there's the freaking the blue.
Oh,
hair.
Spoilers! Yeah.
Yeah, but still.
Revival of F, Resurrection F figures, and I pre-ordered.
Frieza.
I pre-ordered that bad boy.
You pre-ordered Gold Frieza.
Yeah. And
you pre-ordered two, one for me, one for you.
Yeah. So we're gonna actually review the latest offerings from Tamashii Nations, but first we gotta give it to this guy. We did an awesome spotlight on the legendary Super Saiyan Broly.
Is it Broly or Broly?
I used to say Broly.
And now it's Broly.
It's actually Broly.
That's
because I always say two L's, but it's Broly.
Okay.
And we did a spotlight video on this guy.
Well, as soon as you got him,
yeah.
Like as soon as you got him, you were like, I just can't wait to film this guy. I can't wait to shoot pictures, blah blah blah, all this stuff. He's obviously fantastic. He's like perfect.
He's the biggest one.
He's gigantic.
No, we got the toy and then we're like, let's go watch the movie.
Oh yeah, we did. We did watch the movie.
Yeah.
And it was like, okay, he throws mattresses.
Yeah. Yeah, but he's so sick. Literally the most impressive out of all the Dragon Ball Z figure
definitely.
arts,
Like I mean, he's a little bit more expensive too, like right off the bat, just because he's so large.
Yeah.
But he's got different like articulation than any of the other ones. Like he has like this extra like neck piece, right? To like because it sticks out a little bit further, just because his body is so huge.
Yeah, it's like double jointed. The great thing about this figure, you know, in comparison, and I've seen it online, just like they nailed his likeness, unlike any other toy company.
Yeah. Yeah, this is definitely the best Broly figure ever.
The smirk is awesome, you know, his necklace. You know, it was interesting how they wanted to do his cloth, you know, his clothing, and they just did one centerpiece to turn and then the two ruffle pieces and then one in the back.
Yeah, because whenever you got this figure, you were looking at a bunch of other like Broly like figures that were out, and you were like, oh, it's interesting that they did this instead of this, because look at this figure, and I was just like, I don't know what you're talking about, but that sounds interesting. One thing that you pointed out that I don't think I would have noticed is that, especially in the Broly films, like his hair and like Super Saiyan glow is slightly more green than like all the other Saiyans. And they totally caught on to that with his hair, because like you can see all these green accents and highlights. Yeah,
usually it's orange, you know, hues and stuff like that. But yeah, it's totally on the greener side, and they do like a nice, almost like a gradient from green to yellow in his hair. Yeah, the one thing I have to mention about him, you know, any other of the Dragon Ball Z figures, you can literally swap the heads and make them, you know, regular, non-Super Saiyan. But, you know, for Broly, he's significantly larger than his regular form. But I still would love to see a regular Broly figure.
Me too, instead of like 6 versions of Goku. Just kidding. But
we need more Goku first.
But seriously, great figure. I definitely regret not buying him when I saw him at Barnes & Noble. There was one figure left and I was like, I'm not gonna get it. But that happened to me with Frieza, that happened to me with Perfect Cell, and it happened to me with Broly.
The resale value is insane, but you know, for any of these Dragon Ball Z figures, I understand why, because they literally are the best, the premium Dragon Ball Z figures.
Yep.
So next up for availability, we have this Knights of the Slice sample right here. Now Tamashii Nations was kind enough to send over this version of Vegetto way early before release date, and he should be in stores now.
So he's not? Oh, he is now. Okay.
Yeah, and they included all these awesome drawings on the actual figure. So there's the pizza slicer and a pizza on his head.
But they don't come with the toy, just so you know.
Yeah, so we got an exclusive sample. But Vegetto is my favorite of the fusions. He's the most unique, and he's probably the strongest.
Yeah, so funny thing about him, a couple things actually I want to say, but I remember seeing him on display at New York City Comic Con, and they had a number of figures that are still not available on display at New York City Comic Con, and they do that a lot. They do that a lot where they have like, oh, we have no plans on releasing this, but it's cool to show off. They had like Super Boo and like Super Saiyan, I think 4 Goku or something like that. And I'm just like, why is this not already out yet? But I'm really happy that they're already getting further into the series. But one thing that they did mention when we were talking to them at the booth is that they took a lot of like feedback from people about getting the face sculpt right. They said that they had shown it off at cons and got like people's opinions on it, and they said that had difficult getting his face because it's a fusion.
No, and the thing is, I love the fusion, like vests that they get, but like with Vegito with the earrings, he's great. If you play Dragon Ball GT on PlayStation, Vegito you would always pick because he was the fastest at doing his blast attack. He had no cue. He didn't have to say Kamehameha.
Right.
He would just go bam, and one of his special attacks is right here, which is great because they have a special handpiece
that holds it.
Yeah, it's like
or it goes in there.
Yeah, meant to go in there.
Pretty cool.
And that's just like so Vegito. I just imagine him, with his arms crossed, which they definitely included for him, and just
that's cool.
Kicking. Much like all the other offerings from Tamashii Nations, it comes with a Super Saiyan version of Vegito and non-Super Saiyan.
Yeah, and he comes with like a ton of like accessories. 4 faces, like 5-6 hands, crossed arms, a blast piece, Super Saiyan hair. I mean, that's awesome.
Yeah, Vegito's definitely like packed with like lots of accessories. And he's great. It makes sense because he's one of the best characters in Dragon Ball Z.
So if you follow Toy Pizza on Instagram, you've seen some incredible photos that Nicky has taken of Perfect Cell, which is another figure that I regret not picking up because I can't find it anywhere under like $100.
Yeah, I just want to point out real quick that on the box, it doesn't say Dragon Ball Z like all the other ones. This one says Dragon Ball Kai.
Well, they gotta get the promotion out there, right?
Yeah.
So the Cell Saga was super cool, and we got the appearance of Super Saiyan Gohan.
That's right.
He finally gets angry enough.
Yeah, and this figure, is great. I definitely missed out because he was a con exclusive, and luckily, Tamashii Nations listens to the fans, and they re-released this bad boy, and without disrupting, the value of the previous one, they made this one, and one of them is actually close to the manga, but I actually really like this one. I had to get him.
Yeah, here's the thing. This is a re-release, so there was some changes made. Most notably, just his outfit, right? Like the color is a little different.
It's lighter in purple. The con exclusive was definitely darker.
Like more
purple.
Saturated. Like even his shoes were like darker too.
Yeah, and much like Vegeta and Goku and Vegito, they're on like the same scale. So Gohan actually has a smaller body type.
Yeah, it's weird because like I don't know if there's any Figuarts figures other than this one.
Maybe Krillin.
Oh yeah, there is. I have never held it, so I can't. But that's probably true.
What's so great about this particular action figure is that he comes with the Piccolo cape. If they didn't come with that, like I would just be like, I don't need it. But this is my favorite iteration of Gohan. Like adult Gohan, I don't really care about. Kid Gohan, I really don't care about. Especially I mean maybe in the hat, with the tail.
Oh yeah,
I like
that's
that.
great.
I like
that's
that
great.
Kid Gohan
on the Nimbus.
Yeah. But what's great is they offer both Super Saiyan 1 and 2 versions of his head. So we did mention how this is smaller than the other Figuarts, and you can kind of tell just like the articulation is a little different, like they do the joints differently.
Yeah.
But again, just Figuarts and Dragon Ball Z, the posability's there. He's great. I love, really what it is the pants,
Yeah.
Vegetto, Gohan, and Broly, just the pants they do so well.
Yeah. I'm not a huge Gohan fan, honestly. I'm more of a Goten fan. Goten, Kid Trunks, Gotenks. That's what I want, a Gotenks.
We saw, the Majin Buu transformations, from Comic-Con, New York Comic-Con. So they can make the Gotenks vest. They have it made. So I don't I don't doubt that they're gonna make a Gotenks.
Yeah, I want give me like a Gotenks and then like with a Super Saiyan head and then a Super Saiyan 3 hairpiece. Like that would be awesome.
With a ghost accessory.
Because they haven't done a... Yes, that would be great. I would totally like that.
And a Hitler, because he fights Hitler in movie number 13 with Janemba.
Yeah, you're right. That's not gonna happen.
So thank you for watching Toy Pizza. Dragon Ball Z is definitely one of our favorite properties of all time. What other animes do you want us to cover? And do you want us to cover any more Dragon Ball Z toys?
Yeah, we can talk about Gold Frieza when we get him. Nicky bought 2, like I said, it's 1 for each of us. I don't mind coming back for that. That would be great. I really want the blue hair Frieza. If that's a spoiler, Nicky can bleep it out.
There is no blue hair Frieza.
I mean, blue hair Vegeta. I want blue hair Vegeta.
Yeah.
I can't wait to watch the movie. Nicky still hasn't seen Battle of Gods. So.
He watched it without me.
It was really good. I really enjoyed it.
I refuse to see it. I'll probably watch it right before I see Revival of F.
I'm gonna see Revival F in theaters.
Resurrection F?
I'm gonna see Resurrection F in theaters. I didn't see Battle of Gods in theaters, but I will see Resurrection.
What does the F stand for?
Resurrection of Boys.
Thanks for watching.
Pizza out. I need a Figuarts like Super Boo, Kid Boo, Fat Boo, all of them.
Bubbles, King Kai.
Yes, everything. Hercules, Mr. Satan. Like, I don't care. I need all of them. Give me a Bulma. And you can still do this pose.
Yep, the I gotta go boom boom pose.